Hey guys, welcome back to the Luci Show. I'm sorry, I totally said I would be here in like 2 minutes on the main channel, and I guess those are promises I make constantly to people when I get ready, and I'm never ready. Usually that involves putting on makeup, which I already had, but I'll just be real, I was drinking soup, and soup is something that one cannot rush. So I try my best to drink it faster. It was really hot, so couldn't do it, but thank you for those of you guys that did come in here or are still here. Hi there, Bardistas, Tech Service, Ken Bussy. Hi there, Harrison, TV Plus. You are not first, but nice try. Does everyone else's cat just jump over them repeatedly when they get into bed to go to sleep? No one, just mine. Awesome. I've definitely heard from my cat friends with cats, that is something that happens. So don't worry. I don't think it's just your feline friends. And that's sweet because I feel like most complaints I get from cat owners are that their cats are like not clingy enough and that dogs are very clingy, but cats aren't. And they wish that their cats were basically behave more like dogs. So I think that's cool that they would want to jump in bed with you. That sounds like what a dog would do. I like cats and dogs though. Like I swoon over cute little dogs, but a part of me also really wants a cat because I know I can't handle walking a dog outside 2 times, sometimes 3 times a day that some folks do. So I'm for low maintenance purposes, I'll probably have a cat before I have a dog, although I would like to have both. And I would like to have a baby too someday. So one of these days, I'm just gonna have a jungle of birds and fish and cats and dogs, and then maybe a baby in the picture. I'm just drinking my latte. Somebody thought earlier that I was drinking alcohol. I'm still not drinking alcohol. Do you live with your family, Lucy? Harrison says. No, I do not, but I have for many, many years of my life. And I mean, I can't really reveal any personal information. So actually, yeah, even if I did, you wouldn't know because that's part of my personal info. But no, I do not live with my mother and father. But when I do visit them, I can live with them and I feel like they are welcoming to me and they'll be down for me to stay with them whenever I please, except there's just not much space. Like if I want to live with them forever, that wouldn't be possible because pretty much after I grew up and moved out, they have turned my room into not my room anymore. So that's what happens when you leave the house. They steal all your property and everything that once belonged to you. Moving on, I thought this news was pretty interesting. Never heard about it before. Again, I'm just really interested in like anything to do with health, diseases, and death, apparently. I guess that makes me kind of morbid. Um, maybe from watching too much Grey's Anatomy, but if you want to talk to me about your experiences in health and your unique health experiences and your diseases, I would be more than happy to. So if you ever see me at a hospital or in person, feel free to just talk me up on that. I'm all over it. Morning Brew posted, your mom was right. Going out in the cold can make you sick. Turns out a drop in nasal temperature by just 9 Fahrenheit kills almost half of the billions of cells that fight viruses and bacteria in your nostrils. What? According to a new study in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology. Call your mom and give credit where credit is due. I'm not going to do that, but my mom was the one that always yelled at me when I would wear a mini skirt to go to a club when I was a teenager in the cold. She would always be like, you're going to get sick. I did a few times. It was totally worth it for the super cute pictures. I think this is interesting because, yeah, okay, I never knew about this, that if your nasal temperature drops by just that much, 9 Fahrenheit is like barely anything, in my opinion, and it's if you're losing the billions of cells that help you kill off viruses and bacteria, that's pretty bad. But I would also think, again, not a doctor or anything or a scientist, but isn't it also truth that during the summertime is when the particles are easier to spread? I don't know. I always thought that during the winter time, like if I'm thinking about like a particle floating in the air, it would probably be able to like move around quicker. Isn't that what we learned in science class, like as a child? That it would move quicker when it's hot and then it's moves slower when it's cold. So then I would also think that naturally the bacteria and the viruses should be able to slow down a little bit more in the cold. But again, never health or any advice on my channel. Do your own DD. But yeah, that's kind of bad for anybody, I guess, any countries like Canada, which it is. It is very cold out here. I guess that's kind of bad for whenever I go out in Canada. I gotta watch out. Never really heard about this in the past. Okay, this just popped up. This just popped up today. Apparently, resting Grinch face. Apparently, there's a miniature Schnauzer's green transformation that sparked a lot of controversy, with some people saying it was a bit too much. This picture right here. Rizzo the dog goes viral after owner gives him extreme Christmas makeover. I don't know. They're not saying if this was off TikTok or like Instagram. Really, I feel like it's got to be YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, but they're not really giving credit as to how this dog went viral. Fox News. But this is the dog. Prepare yourselves. Poor dog. He doesn't look really happy in the picture, the green picture. I don't know how this owner was able to turn this dog green. I mean, cute outfit. Or wait, is that not a sweater? I'm so shook right now. I thought that was a sweater. But now on second look, it looks like the dog's just been like dyed green and red. Is that a sweater or it was dyed? I can't even tell. It looks like the dog was dyed green from like my view. But then again, this is just a 2D image. So how would I know? I guess, again, read into it more if you want or tell me more about it on the stream. But that's a tough one. I feel like that for sure would cause a lot of people to be like, you're bullying your dog or, you know, animal rights. You shouldn't be dyeing your dog. Hopefully not with chemicals. I'm hoping that if they did dye it, it was something safe, maybe like color dye. But this topic goes deeper. It's like if we're going to talk about not dyeing your dog's hair, I actually don't even know how to feel about it. I don't have a dog, so I wouldn't even have a dog to consider this on. But if we're going to talk about having a dog and if it's going too far as to dyeing your dog's hair, whether with friendly food coloring or not, can we also argue that when you buy a dog, you are literally taking its natural rights away to be free anyways out there because you're making it be your dog without having it say it wants to be your dog for sure. That's also technically something one can argue. And whatever it is that you feed inside the dog's body, that's also not something that the dog specifically asked for. It's what you're choosing to give the dog. So there's all these different things that come with like rights, what the animal wants. So I think it just comes down to humans being judgmental upon each other, like what you should do, what you shouldn't do. But really, we're not asking the dog, and we wouldn't be able to get the answers from all the dogs last time I checked. But I was thinking about this thing the other day, and as we all evolve and as we change over time, I really hope that like all the Star Wars movies eventually come true. And if we do one day go to Mars or whatever, that, you know, how in Star Wars you have like the animal head talking faces or like those animals, monster looking things. I hope that really that is just a prediction that comes true, whereas one day like animals will just be able to talk. But that'll like open up a whole other can of worms. I do think that it is absolutely possible though. Like just thinking more out of the range or using my crazy imagination, let's just say Neuralink works out and let's say Elon Musk can cure, I don't know, quadriplegic or cure Alzheimer's and all these brain diseases. What if you can also advance the brain, make people smarter, which I think is one of the things that they're aiming towards. What if you can make the brain work better? And then you could also figure out exactly what the animals are thinking and then translate that into English. Then we would not be so far from like the Star Wars stage of having creatures be able to like talk like humans on other planets. And maybe there are animals out there and on other planets that are already behaving like Star Wars. I don't know. But definitely, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do a poll in here. Do you think that in the future, and if you missed my stream, let me know down in the comment section below. After you subscribe, ring that notification bell, smash that like button as always. Do you think that in the future, if you do believe in it, that we are gonna live on Mars one day? Because I know a lot of books are being written about that's impossible. But let's just, for entertainment purposes, entertain the fact that we could go to Mars one day. If humans could go to Mars one day, do you think that animals could also join us and be able to talk one day? Like, will we be able to advance animals to the point of having them be able to talk? And I don't know, maybe even like one of those sci-fi movies where you have like an animal running like a robot. So then the animal would be like the head of the robot and it would be like controlling it. So they could be literally like human size. Hi there, Ken. Sorry, I'm going to read comments later. Hi there, Shayla. Welcome to the stream. Do you think that animals will be talking like humans one day on Mars? Another planet. I don't think it'll be on this planet, but if we don't make it to Mars, I still think that it could be a high possibility. A long time ago, Lucy, a long time ago, I'd like to own a leopard. I think they're cool. This kind of pet, Harrison. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a leopard. It'd also be nice to have a huge enough mansion, I think, to be able to fit a leopard. Not going to fit that in your small condo or anything like that. Number 2 on the likes vote nation. Hi, Lucian fam. Thank you. Hi there to whoever's still here, even though I disappeared for the longest time. Authorities in the Bahamas arrested former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried. Tech Service says, yes, that was talked about on the main channel. So for whoever wants to see that video from the main channel, it's up in there on Living with Lucy. That happened like literally while I was doing my first live stream, and then he was arrested, or the news came out that he was arrested. I don't know what the discrepancy is between when someone's arrested versus it's like global news. But yeah, I wonder if he's gonna get like a trial date and when that would be. Highly interested. It's just gotten more dramatic all of a sudden. December. Man jailed after spending $500,000, which was transferred into his bank account by mistake. This I feel like I hear all the time. Like, this is not new news to me because literally it happens all the time. Like around the world. It's like banks just love to F up and put extra money into people's accounts and then blame them for it. I'm going to read this, but I just got to say, I think it is absolutely ridiculous to give people jail time when the person or the institution that mistakenly, like, shouldn't they take some fault in accidentally giving people something they never asked for in the first place? It's like if someone came to my house and secretly put 3 apples and I had 2 apples that I didn't notice throughout the week, and then I ate all 5 apples without knowing that someone secretly put it there, why should I have to go to jail for that? That doesn't make sense. And yeah, you can argue it's money, it's completely different. But how is it that different? I didn't ask for it to be there. It's still the same thing. Money's money, apples are apples. How the heck would I be able to know I didn't buy those apples? Again, an extreme difference in what we're talking about here. But I'm just saying that the institution or people who mess up on those payments should take a bare minimum of some type of accountability. Like, if they're going to give somebody 1 year for spending the money that was not theirs, then shouldn't they also have to do something to punish themselves for having accidentally sent it to somebody to make someone ruin their lives and have to go to jail for it? That's just me. But it says rapper Abdel Gadia has been jailed after he spent more than $500,000 and $1,500,000 in cash that randomly landed in his savings account instead of telling his bank about the error. That's even better of a story because you're not just a regular person. You're a rapper. I don't know how famous this person is for rapping. So, but like, I think this, I've never heard of this person. So It's not like it's Drake or like Jay-Z or whatever. But I feel like if it happened to Jay-Z or if it happened to Drake or Kanye or something like that, it would be an even better argument. They could just be like, oh, money come in all the time. How the heck would I be able to know that that wasn't mine? Like high rollers, I think, that constantly have a lot of money coming in and out of their accounts, it would be even harder for them to track, like, okay, is this money really mine? Because you're so rich that you're constantly doing shows and you're getting paid. Like I think a few days ago, I saw some Cardi B post where they said that bankers or some banks hired her or whatever for a performance, and she got paid like something wild, like $1 million. So again, I've never heard of this person, but still. Back in 2021, AU 760,000, 500. Oh, sorry, is that Aussie money? AU $515,000 USD, which is 420. I think that's pounds, had been mistakenly transferred into Gadia's account after a Sydney couple attempting to buy a new home accidentally transferred the money to his account. Oh my God. Gadia spent the money on bars of gold bullion, clothes, foreign exchange, and makeup. He was apprehended and questioned by police in October 2021, telling officers he just woke up and saw the money. Man, that'd be nice. I just woke up and saw the money. The 24-year-old has now been jailed for 18 months. But is he going to be jailed for longer than that, or it's just 18 months? I don't know. You can find this on Puberty. That sucks. Oh, also, Elon Musk apparently got booed at a Dave Chappelle comedy show, according to Bloomberg Business. I don't see how that has anything to do with business, but that's just, again, saying bad things about Elon Musk. I'm not surprised, though, because I feel like clearly not everybody is in love with Elon Musk. So that's all right. Oh, wait, sorry. Back to the dog thing. Do you guys think that it's right for dog owners to dye their dogs a different color? Basically coloring their fur. Yeah. Like giving them a hair dye. Dyeing my hair instead of just cutting it, because we all know dog owners cut their dog's hair. Dog's fur. Yes, without their consent. They do it all the time. Nobody says anything because everybody does it. But I guess when you start dyeing the color is like bigger deal. Again, I think it matters more on what type of dye also you're using. Like clearly bleach is not good for you. I know that because I've been bleaching my hair and destroying it. I definitely think most people, animal control will probably freak out and take away your dog if you start bleaching your dog. Do you think animals will be talking like humans? No. Nobody believes in my sci-fi future. Fine. I still think that dogs will one day. Animals will be able to talk. Maybe not in my lifetime, but like one day when I'm long, long, long gone, and whoever is the new Elon Musk, or maybe Elon Musk will figure out a way to live forever, probably find a way for the Neuralinks to work for animals. I'll end this poll and let you guys decide. Welcome, Alan. Welcome, William, Sean, Kenneth. Woof, woof. Maybe we'll be talking like animals one day. Actually, animals have very interesting ways of communicating with each other. Like dolphins have like echolocation or whatever, or is that whales? Or maybe like a lot of, I feel like sea animals have like echolocation, I heard. And that's such a cooler way. Like they don't even really have to enunciate in order to let each other know where they're at. Okay, wait. So do you think it is wrong to color your dog? And again, I feel like people just freak out when it's like at a certain extent. It's like I've definitely seen people paint their dog's toenails or nails, fingernails, paw nails. Not a dog. I don't own a dog. So I've seen owners paint the nails of their dogs. I've seen owners dress dogs up in all sorts of outfits. I don't know how much the dog likes it. I'm not going to go there. I've seen owners put bows on their dog's head. Coloring I've seen, not like to the extent of like this, where it's just epically green. And again, I don't know if the sweater is like dyed red or it's just a sweater. So it's just funnier because it's like they did it to a more extreme extent. It's like, I don't know, piercing your baby's ears like once. I think you're not going to get that much judgment, but if you ever see a baby and there's like 5 piercings on the ears, then you're going to get some looks. Mine is fine, no leg. Wait, what? Are you guys getting legs on my stream? I mean, I feel like it's okay for now. Do you think it's wrong to color your dog? 80% like, yes, don't color your dog. Again, I think I am on the fence with this one. I neither feel like I think it's right or wrong, because I think the whole thing, at the end of the day, everything we do with animals is kind of wrong. And I'm not better than that, because I eat animals. I eat chicken. I eat a whole bunch of other animals, and that's not right either. So I can't judge. I do think that animals, they speak a completely different language. That's why most of us human beings do not understand. Yeah. But then the thing is, does a chicken understand a dog? That's also what I wonder. Like, can they actually communicate with each other? Or they can only communicate with each other like dogs have dog language, and then dolphins have a dolphin language. I don't suppose that a land animal could be able to communicate with a sea animal, just because they can't get into each other's space. Yeah. So I feel like that is harder, but maybe they can. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm sure you're cute too. Hold on. A long time ago. Okay, I think I caught up. Yeah. Last but not least, Celine Dion. I didn't actually read about this one, but I wanted to on this stream. I'm just kind of sad because like I never hear anything about Celine Dion. I just like love her from obviously Titanic, and My Heart Will Go On is such a karaoke classic, and I just always loved that song. So I was really happy that one of my wishes came true and I was able to see her in Vegas. This is, I believe, 2017 or around that time, and she was absolutely, as expected, beyond amazing. And it's just so sad to see that now she has some neurological disorder. But let's read over it. So right now, this one's from Fox News, just in short, that the singer says the health condition has been affecting her ability to walk and sing. Celine Dion reveals incurable neurological disorder diagnosis in emotional video. Actually, never watched it. See if I can find it. Celine Dion video? Nope, it's just My Heart Will Go On stuff. Is this on TikTok? Like, where did she really? Oh, there it is. Global News. Did you guys know about this? Or is this the first time you're hearing about it? Okay, it's just the ad. Damn it. I'm getting this from globalnews.ca.
Recently have been diagnosed with a very rare neurological disorder called the stiff person syndrome.
Wow.
Which affects something like 1 in a million people. While we're still learning about this rare condition, we now know this is what's been causing all of the spasms that I've been having.
Wow. What was December 8th? Stiff person syndrome. I've never heard of it.
These spasms affect every aspect of my daily life, sometimes causing difficulties when I walk and not allowing me to use my vocal cords to sing the way I'm used to. It hurts me to tell you today. This means I won't be ready to restart my tour in Europe in February.
Oh, I think I did hear about this, that she has some tour and then she can't go to it because she has the syndrome. Is it just me or a lot of celebrities are getting like a lot of health issues? Isn't it Justin Bieber just this year in 2022 with Ramsay Hunt syndrome? And then I swear, like within the last month, I saw some Hailey Bieber, again Justin Bieber's wife, headline that she had a stroke or something. And I already knew because I watched her YouTube video from prior. I think I brought it up how she did a YouTube video about how one day she woke up and just kind of like was talking to Justin, and then she just like couldn't say words, and then she had like, and then it turned out that she had a little hole in her heart. She was like, I don't know what's going on with celebrities in general nowadays. Why are there so many health issues, especially for, I guess, Justin Bieber and his wife? Very, very strange things are happening. I'm glad that, just within my circle of friends that I know, I haven't been hearing anything insane, but definitely within the last 2 years, I've been hearing after COVID occurred. I don't know if it's because we talk more about health now than before, because I feel like in the past people would just be like, "Oh, you have a flu? Okay, all right, won't be seeing you for like 2 weeks," or just have like a cold. I think now people are more like health conscious, and I hear more people talking about their sicknesses and just being confused and just sharing more in person about like, oh, okay, like I've been sick, but it's not COVID, but it's like this, and everyone has their like own health symptoms lately that are, if it's not COVID, it's like I hear more people talking about it to just kind of like justify and be like, I don't have it, but this is what I'm dealing with. And even personally, I've been telling you guys that I had this weird, like, nose dripping problem where I thought it was COVID for like, because it went on for like weeks over here in Canada. But I tested and it's not. So I don't know what it is, but I feel like after the last 2 years, I don't know if it's vaccines, I don't know if it's having caught COVID or whatever it was. My body, I'm not going to say I feel different because I feel great, if anything. But then that could also be because I work out more, I lost more weight. I'm not really eating healthier anymore. I feel like I've just been junk snacking like crazy. If you see my videos, my short videos, it's all just me eating nonstop. But I am on vacation, so whatever. Yeah. Overall, I still feel like my recent experiences in health have been strange. So I feel like my body has for sure changed. Like my colds, like if I have a cold, I don't usually get the flu like ever. But if I have a cold, I feel like I have weirder symptoms than before. Yeah. That's what I feel like. Alzheimer's disease. Chris Hemsworth was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. What? Is that true, Six Lens? I'm gonna Google that. I didn't hear any Chris Hemsworth news. What? Chris Hemsworth. Whoa. Chris Hemsworth, age 39. Where does it say that? I'm so confused. Nope, I don't see it. I mean, I didn't type in Alzheimer's, Chris Hemsworth. Oh, actually, no, it is top searched. That was December 1st, 2022. Australian actor Chris Hemsworth, best known for his role as Thor in the Marvel Universe, revealed it says he is at increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease due to a genetic predisposition. Hemsworth learned this while filming a new National Geographic series called Limitless. Ooh. But no, he does not have Alzheimer's. He's just at high risk of developing Alzheimer's. I was like, oh my God, how did I not see that news? There we go. Again, do your own DD about celebrities. But Chris Hemsworth, as of right now, does not have Alzheimer's. I'm like, that would be like a huge headline thing that I would have, that Fox News, CNN, like every single media outlet, whether you're left or right, would have been reporting about that. They would have been all over it. No, luckily. I think he's so great as Thor. I don't know if that was, I'm hoping there's more Thor movies, because there was Thor, Love and Thunder. I'm assuming with the little young girl afterwards that they would make more movies, or maybe make more Thor movies just surrounding her. Dogs understand us because I can say, do you want a treat or do you want to go potty? And they know what that means. Yes, Shayla, they do understand when you speak English to them, because I've seen my friend do it. I feel like when I was younger, I didn't know many people who had dogs and could like really communicate with dogs well. And then now I actually have people around me that I watch them and their dogs, and it's amazing. It's beautiful, actually, how like the connection between humans and animals, they're actually able to understand each other. I've always heard about it, like your dogs would be very sad if you're sad, and vice versa. But yeah, now I'm seeing more in real time that they actually can understand you. But that's just like you speaking English to it. Or whatever else language that you speak. It doesn't have to be English. You just have to have spoken to your dog, I think, enough times in that language. Or do you want to go potty? And they know what that means. They know many other words too, like sit, roll over, stand up, lay down, and fetch. Again, I don't know how humans were able to teach dogs like all these things, or even and dolphins, I guess. I can't imagine the amount of time is spent on like a baby dolphin until it's like ready to do all the things that it does at like SeaWorld, and like seals as well, all the crazy tricks with the ball and the nose. It's wild to me. I feel like if you put me in like a very nice place with a seal or a dolphin, we would just hang out and I would just float. I would never be able to teach them anything. I was in class, so I couldn't watch, but I'm glad that they did something about SBF. Six Lens says, okay, yeah, he is arrested and supposedly going to be extradited to the US, but trials take forever. I don't know what this really entails, like how many years it's going to take. I'm just praying that people who lost their money is actually going to get some of it back, because otherwise they're just going to feel like 0.1% better, even if somebody is going to jail, that's what I believe in. Simple way to treat a cold, even. Okay, ER says glass of water, green lime juice. Okay, yeah, no, I disagree with that. I've had CVID, and that was not going to cure it. Again, have your own belief systems. Agree to disagree. From my understanding, I had known many people who have had CVID, including myself. If there was such a good, easy cure that after you do it, you'll be tested negative the very next day, I think it would already be all over the internet, mainly TikTok, for whoever wanted to take credit for it. My Labrador can speak, bark, sit, lay, go around in a circle, shake your hand, and roll over on my command. Oh, that's so cute. Shake your hand. Oh, I find that very hard for dogs to be willing to shake my hand. I've had a few dogs. Well, owners tell them to shake my hand. They're very cute. Lucy, can our paths cross in real world someday? So here's the thing, guys. I absolutely adore you all. And I don't want you to think that I'm just saying it. I mean, I do just say things sometimes to like customer service. I'm like, I love you. I'm not saying it just to say it, but I really, really do appreciate every single one of you. That I have to think about the 0.001% chance that someone hates me, and just like pretends to like me, I don't know, on here. And if I meet everybody, I will get murdered. Call me a person with a wild imagination, but that is me. So it's been kind of bothering me too, though, because I feel like I would not like, have a meet and greet. Okay. But lately I have been kind of bothered, like, okay, why do I do this? Like I have my own personal like social media, which you guys will never know about. Uh, and I'll meet like new friends, I'll meet new people. I'm very social, like in person. I'm actually very antisocial, but I'm very social when I'm like out there. And I love to meet new people, but I don't tell everyone that I do YouTube or like about my channel. So sometimes, I mean, not sometimes, I feel like I am, I guess, constantly pretending to be Miley Cyrus from Hannah Montana. It's like I'm trying to lead like two lives, and it does get tiring sometimes because I'm like, oh, I spend so much time doing like social media or like do YouTube, but I don't actually tell people about it. And then like my close friends, some people do know about it, and then a lot of other people don't. None of my work colleagues know either. So sometimes I'm like, man, like someone I work with could just like see my video one day and be like, WTF? Like, what is wrong with this girl? So be safe, Lucy. Feel safe. Thank you, Jay James. Were you the one that said that somebody in here, I think it's James, you said that you were going to write on a bay leaf Dogecoin to the moon? Did you do it? The bay leaf thing is for full moon nights, by the way. The thing I did with my friend, which you could check out on my vlog on this channel. But yeah, I just think I get, I mean, yeah, I think I get a little bit stressed out thinking about the fact that I have to put so much effort in like living two social media accounts that don't collide. And it probably would be better, easier if I just did everything on one like social media. But then I feel like I need to do two separate ones because I don't want to mix up my memories. Because like for example, on Instagram and on YouTube, like the one that you guys know of, the Living with Lucy one, I post stuff that's just stupid. Like it's just silly short videos, TikTok trends. Like I'm not going to look back 50 years from now and be like, "Oh, let me see what the year 2022 was like." And then look at I mean, maybe I will, but I want to look more at like my personal memories with like my friends and family and whatnot, somewhere that I traveled to. So I definitely will always have, I think, like a personal social media account. And then I'll have like my business one or just like more of this YouTube stuff. But yeah, I don't know. And I would like to maybe work towards one day having people I know in my videos. Like I want that. Like you guys probably see, I have to put a lot of effort in like not having anyone I know in my videos just because first off, you don't know who's comfortable with having themselves on a YouTube channel. And then I feel like if I put some people in it and then some people aren't, then that's gonna be complex too. So I guess it's just easier this way that I do it all alone and I try to not reveal as much personal information by not having people I know in my videos. But we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. As long as you keep yourself safe. But that's the thing. I see tons of people and they seem pretty safe and they have their friends and family in their videos. I think it's just because I watch too much Criminal Minds. And then think too much. I tell you the best way to get Lucy to meet ya, do as well as Elon done, and she will seek you out. Got yours like you basically just gotta be a multi-billionaire. No, dude, I'm not. You guys, like anybody in here, I don't think any of us are billionaires, but you could be a billionaire and I would not meet you in person for no reason. I will meet Elon Musk though. And is that because he is a billionaire? Yes, but it's also because I just idolize him and I think he's really cool. So it's just money will not do it. Hi, Lucy Ross. It's weird not seeing your old background. I know. You make me want to be Bob Ross for the next Halloween, but I have to get a wig. I miss my old background too, but you're not going to see that old background anymore because it's completely gone because I moved. So in the US, that background is completely gone. I'm sorry. I still have my painting, but my painting is on a wall behind my bed. I just try to motivate your squad to do better. Got your says, my bad. Got your. How dare I stop you from motivating people? Did you heard about SBF arrested by Bahama agency? Is this real? Oh no, GB love. It is real. It is very much real. Reported by Bloomberg. I think I saw it on Bloomberg first, but then it's also on Wall Street Bet, so you can go check out both. Too much Starbucks, Kenneth says. Wait, what? Yeah, I saw Bayleaf. What do you think got your says, Lucy, CPI inflation data tomorrow? Coming in high or low? Let me think. I feel like it should come still hotter than expected. I mean, I feel like people bought a lot of things during Black Friday. I can't see how that didn't add to inflation being more expensive, being higher, sorry. But then I feel like energy costs must have come down simply because gas prices are lower just by like 1 cent compared to the year before. Yeah. So, and then rent is crazy high. So no, I think still more bad news than good news. I'd like to bet that it's going to be higher, but who knows? What do you think? Do you guys think it's going to be higher or lower than expected? I think it's going to be higher because, okay, the only good news that happened within the last little while is that gas prices have come down. So that's just decreasing the energy costs. But in terms of like people shopping a lot, people traveling, paying a lot for airline tickets, is pretty crazy. I know somebody recently that's going to Asia. I forget where in Asia. I don't know if it's Korea or Japan or like China or whatever, but holy cow. It is like $5,000 for an economy ticket from like the US to like that Asian place that I don't know about. It's a friend of a friend that's going, and I think first class is like 10K or something, which honestly it wasn't a huge difference from economy, but yeah, crazy. Who has that kind of money? That's like your New York rent for one ticket or 1 month. I meet you because you seem funny, great vibes too. Rafi Writer says, "Oh, thanks." Honestly, one of these days, somebody that doesn't know me now, personally, and watches my YouTube videos might very well one day see me in real life. Because I feel like if you, yeah, I meet new people all the time, so I feel like it be likely to somehow have us cross paths one day. I don't know, at a concert, at a show. They were talking about fusion energy today. Got me interested. Yes. Wait, I don't think I put that in my title, but it is a post that I saved. Hold on. Something like a breakthrough, right? Oh wait, hold on. Anyways, I'm sad about Celine Dion, but it seems like she still looks very good. Like in her video, I'm glad that she's, still able to convey her thoughts and looked like everything at least seemed okay on her face and upper body. I guess this thing is going to be pretty intense, and obviously she can't do a concert or anything. But hold on, hopefully she gets better soon. Where is this? Oh yes. So today's breaking news was also, besides the SBF, it's like we have different categories of breaking news. There's the crypto breaking news. Sam Bankman-Fried gets arrested. And then the breakthrough news in science is US scientists report a breakthrough in nuclear fusion technology. So, scientists at the US, and by the way, I know nothing about nuclear power and fusion. I just know nuclear energy, it could go very good, it could go very bad, depending on who's in control and how they're handling the energy. Scientists at the US Department of Energy's Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in California have made a breakthrough in nuclear fusion technology, producing more energy than consumed in a reaction for the first time. Wow, that is pretty crazy. If you're able to produce more energy than you consume, then that means it's working. Because if you're producing less energy than you're consuming, but assume whatever it's trying to do is not working. Lasers were used to bombard hydrogen isotopes held in a superheated plasma state in order to my brain cells are already gone by reading this. Hold on. Again. Lasers were used to bombard hydrogen isotopes held in a superheated plasma state in order to fuse them in helium, releasing a neutron and carbon-free clean energy in the process. Researchers have been experimenting with the technology for decades. Apparently since like 1950 is also what I read on another article. For decades, but getting the process to produce more energy than it consumes has been elusive. That is pretty crazy. I mean, that's just part one. Love to know what happens after this massive breakthrough. Um, Scientists have been trying to make, oh yeah, okay, there it is. Scientists, this Bloomberg opinion, scientists have been trying to make nuclear fusion work since the 1950s. Now it's become a reality. It's not every day that the world can announce the arrival of a brand new way of generating electricity, but today is one of those. US scientists have managed for the first time to generate more power for a fusion reaction than they put in to start it. While this news is a remarkable scientific breakthrough in commercial terms, we're still on the starting block. Interesting. You know what this makes me think about? Is this technically bad news for, I mean, is this bad news for any companies right now that are reliant on all other sources of energy? Because we don't actually have nuclear energy to like start up, I don't know, all the lights in a building, but maybe one day you could be able to. So maybe this is like kind of bad news today for any companies that's currently running their ideas, or maybe a startup trying to create something new, because this is a huge breakthrough that could possibly change everything. And this is just a drop in the bucket right now. And it could change the way that we all use everything around us. That'll be crazy. Imagine just using nuclear energy in the future to like power up everything in your neighborhood. It'll be wild. Hey guys, whoever meets Lucy in real life, break out into the Wednesday dance. Don't scare me. I'm gonna be like, what am I in? Which, by the way, I just keep hearing great things about Wednesday, the Netflix flick. So I super pumped to watch it. Let me finish my Grey's Anatomy. I've been very bad. I'm speed watching it. Like literally, it's a marathon for me. Every time I opened up Netflix and I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, I'm like multitasking, posting videos, doing hashtags, responding back to text messages, writing in my diary. Like I'll just do a bunch of things at the same time as I'm watching Grey's Anatomy. So I'm not really watching it. There's a lot of parts that I miss, but I'll watch for the very, very interesting parts. And then learning about new ways for people to die, basically, and all the different ways that I could be harmed by the bacteria and the viruses out there in the world. Still interesting to me. Still interesting. Solar, wind, etc. will get hurt by it. Yeah, J. James says. So we shall see. Kevin, but I'm very excited to watch Wednesday for sure. Lucy, I'm 25 and still a virgin. Harrison TV Plus says. Did you put a lying nose emoji? What? So are you lying that you are 25 and a virgin, or you mean you're telling the truth? Why? What's with the emoji, dude? That's contradicting. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do whatever you want. There's a movie called 40-Year-Old Virgin, and that's fine. You could be whatever you want to be, guys. I seriously believe in that. Age is just a number. Speaking of age, though, I wonder if I should stop asking people how old they are because I feel like that's what I do. Like, I know it's frowned upon, but it's also frowned upon to talk about money and salary. And I say that all the time with people I either just meet or people I've known for a while. Like, bring it into the conversation. I'll be like, so, yes, money. I'm just kidding, not really. So, lately I'm feeling like maybe I shouldn't ask people about their age because, and this is, I'm still contemplating on it because I don't ever mean it in a bad way. But now I'm starting to feel like people have wild, wild thoughts and they may be offended on the smallest thing. So, and this is like, I only realized this when this happened to me recently. So within the last 2 weeks, I had two occurrences. Someone, like there was this girl in the bathroom and we were just chatting. And all of a sudden she was like, are you this age? And she was thinking like, I'm like close to 20 years old or something. And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, don't worry. I'm not dumb enough to tell you this age, which is obviously much older. And then I just felt like she was so disappointed. And then I felt like she was less enthusiastic to talk to me because I'm older than her assumption of me, which was like 20 years old. So then I realized whether I'm overthinking it or not, it when I ask people for their age just through conversation, and then maybe if I'm not interested in talking to them because of what they said, not because of their age, maybe they'll take that as me thinking they're like too young or too old. But I never thought about it that way until now. And then I also had another, but it's not always like I feel like when people think I'm older than they assume that they're like less nice. I also have the same, so also within the last 2 weeks, there was this other person that assumed, but they weren't like as talkative to me. And then I didn't really know why. And then all of a sudden they were like more talkative to me after I told them my actual age, which is again older than what they thought. So I get like positive, I guess, like a positive reaction and a negative reaction too. And I personally think that it does have to do, like, if you were in there that moment, you would think the same thing as me, I think, because like just the interest in almost like what I have to say was just changed dramatically, I feel like, once I tell them like my actual age, which you'll be able to know if you ever meet me in person. So yeah, now I'm thinking I just shouldn't ask people because judging by how if I talk to them more or less afterwards, they'll probably think that it's because of their age, which I honestly don't care. So if that's the case, I feel like it's better I don't ask. So then if I don't talk to someone afterwards because I just don't vibe with them, don't like them, or they said something that pissed me off, they'll just know that it has to be with what they said. Absolutely nothing to do with their age. J James says, I'm old 42. Oh my God. Um, you know, there are people in their 20s that are complaining that they're old. To me. Hi, Lucy. Hi, fam. Hi there, goals. You're both wrong. She is 5. Is it okay for 5-year-olds to do live streams by themselves? When I first met you, I thought you were 19, producer Roy29 says. And I guess that's maybe like due to the way I dress, because I have been told by many friends of mine in the past that they say I dress like I'm from Blackpink, and Blackpink is obviously not in their 40s. So I think that could be a reason. Guys, I love you all, but I gotta go. I have a phone call that I have to take, and it's gonna be a while. So take care. Smash like button on the way out, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.